And to shed more light on the issue, we are very much delighted to be joined over the phone by Ambassador Gamal Bayoumy, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Mr. Ambassador, good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Sir, we are seeing here a ceasefire after the memorandum of understanding that was signed a few weeks ago between the United States and Iran. How do you see such repercussion on the ground after this memorandum of understanding and the talks that was back and forth between the two sides?
Very delicate position and very delicate situation, and I don't believe that this ceasefire will continue, because there are main players in this story who are not keen to see the war stops. First is the Prime Minister of Israel. He is condemned by the international law, and he is requested by the international juridical system. Even he is requested by his own country's juridical system. Whenever the war will stop, he will go to jail. This is number one. Number two, I do not know exactly what the President of the United States wants to do, because he's saying something, and after half an hour he's saying the opposite, because he's not a good listener to his administration, neither of the Foreign Office or the Pentagon, because I am quite sure my experience is telling me that the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the State Ministry in the United States, has a lot of experts and experience. Same thing at the Ministry of Defense. But we have a president who doesn't listen or doesn't consult with his collaborators. Third, I am not sure that this war will stop, because the armament industry is behind this, and they are selling armaments because of this war and others by trillions of dollars. So they are behind all these wars. Also in our area, and especially in Egypt, we are in a very delicate position. 1 year ago, when the previous President Biden proposed to us to establish a pact between the Arab world against Iran, parallel to the NATO pact. Our Minister Badr Abdul Ati refused this idea, and he said Iran is, after all, a friendly Islamic country. And we refused the proposal that forces the President of the United States to withdraw his proposal, and he started to talk about the two-state solution. Now, we opposite to this, after less than 1 year, Dr. Badr al-Ati is obliged to condemn Iran because of its attacks against the Arab Gulf countries, because, of course, Iran cannot reach the American territory, so they are attacking the American bases in the Gulf states. And this puts our brothers in the Gulf states in a very delicate position, because we have Arab victims, even we have Egyptian victims during this. So that's why our foreign minister condemned the Iranian attacks.
Of course,
so,
of course.
Very delicate position, and I don't know, we have to wait and see, but don't believe for a minute that this war will stop.
Yes. Sir, one of the positive impacts was, of course, the return of navigation in the Strait of Hormuz, and many cargo ships and ships were stranded there for months, and now they have started to move. What could be the repercussion of such return to the navigation in the Strait of Hormuz until now?
Yes, this is a small piece of light in the end of the tunnel. Yes, because we are part of this problem, because it's not only Iran. There are Oman and other countries which are sharing navigation in this Gulf. So we have our position also, but we respect the idea that the international law is making the navigation free for all countries all the time without any control from any country.
Yes, indeed.
Iran has no right to stop the navigation. United States also has no right to stop navigation in this area.
Yeah.
So I hope that this will continue.
Indeed.
And this is, as I said, a small piece of light in a dark tunnel.
Indeed. Ambassador Gamal Bayoumy, former Assistant Foreign Minister, many thanks for your very precious input, sir. Always a pleasure.
And a fleet of 10 Japan-linked vessels was exiting the Strait of Hormuz on Monday, while a supertanker carrying Saudi crude for South Korea left over the weekend, months after the ships were stranded in the Gulf because of Iran war. Shipping data showed that Japan-linked ships include 6 very large crude carriers loaded with 12 million barrels of Middle Eastern crude, 2 chemical tankers, a vehicle carrier, and a container ship. The tankers are carrying crudes from Saudi Arabia, the